Hello you most beautiful and most amazing top 10ers, how are you feeling today? I'm Rebecca Felgate and today we are talking the top 10 awkward kiss scenes in a movie part 2. So kissing. Sometimes it can be great, like magic, firework, lust, and other times, well, it can just be weird and awkward and wet and sometimes even kind of gross. So continuing on from Danny's part 1, let's look at 10 more really awkward kiss scenes. Blah. In at number 10, we have Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Ron, Hermione and Harry have been 3 peas in a pod up until the final installment in the Harry Potter franchise. Although, there had been the odd suggestion that Ron and Hermione may just be a little bit into each other. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, they had just destroyed the Triwizard Tournament trophy, one of Voldemort's 7 Horcruxes, with a basilisk tooth. This is all very dramatic, there's water sloshing everywhere, but not in a sexy Kirsten Dunst and Spider-Man kind of way, just in a straight out bucket in the face kind of way. They both get slapped in the face with water, then they go in for an abrupt snog, after which they have a little giggle. I guess it's kind of sweet, but it's also pretty awkward. Ramping up the awkward and bringing back the ick, in at number 9 we have Charlotte and Brad from Sex and the City. So no, this is not from an actual movie, but this scene is so awkward it needed to be here because it is really gross. We have the instant of Charlotte and the face licker, aka Brad the bad kisser. If you aren't familiar with the show, Charlotte is the super sweet and traditional brunette who wants nothing more than to find a nice man to settle down with in Park Avenue, Manhattan. Unfortunately, the love gods are not smiling on her when she goes on a date with the aforementioned Brad. In the season 3 episode No Ifs or Buts, Brad licks Charlotte's entire face. So there is nothing more awkward than having to go for the old after a kiss, but Charlotte's gonna need more than the back of her hand to solve this one. It's gonna be like, bleh.
Brad, you're a bad kisser.
Come on, that's my thing.
So from one gross moment to another, in at number 8 we have Jack and the old lady in The Shining. What is now known as the bathtub scene is horrifying on so many levels. When Jack Torrance enters the ill-fated room 237, he is confronted with a beautiful naked woman. Throwing his marital vows to the wind, Jack and the lady go in for a good old snog. So far, so creepily sexy. But then he experiences that awkward moment when you think that you've snagged a major hottie, but she actually turns out to be a creepy undead old lady with rotting flesh. Major nightmare and pretty darn awkward. To add insult to injury, the old lady finds it really funny. From one iconic movie moment to another, at number 7 on our awkward kiss list, we have Kathryn and Cecile in Cruel Intentions. Iconic, hot and awkward at the same time, we have the movie girl on girl kiss from Cruel Intentions. Coke Queen Kathryn is playing a game with Cecile in order to seek quiet revenge as her ex broke up with her for Cecile. Cecile admits that she has never gone to first base, and so Kathryn teaches her how. For some this is pretty erotic, but what makes it awkward is the tongue teaching and how much of a dork Cecile is about the whole thing, and also the fact that the audience knows that Kathryn clearly hates her. Speaking of hate, we have a violent almost kiss scene in at number 6. We have Schmidt and Mercedes from 22 Jump Street. Okay, so there is no actual kiss in this scene, but it is awkward as Mercedes is certain there is going to be one. In 22 Jump Street, Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill reprise their role as Schmidt and Jenko. In this installment, they go undercover in a college and try and catch a drug lord at large. Discovering Mercedes is the drug lord's daughter, Schmidt tries to capture her. The pair fight and Mercedes accuses Schmidt of trying to Mr. and Mrs. Smith her, meaning she thinks he wants to have a huge row, then end up kissing and more. While this is clearly not his intention, the audience watches in awkwardness at the already uneasy fight between a man and a woman. I mean, I wish he was trying to Mr. and Mrs. Smith her, because isn't that the dream? I mean, maybe. In at number 5, we have The Kiss. Released in 1896, The Kiss was one of the first public films to ever be screened. William Heiss's production may have been a silent movie, but actions absolutely speak louder than words here. The film is around 18 seconds long and depicts a reenactment of the kiss between May Irwin and John Rice from the final scene of the stage musical The Widow Jones. Many, including the Catholic Church and some critics, called this video a disgusting disgrace, as at the time, kissing in public was absolutely frowned upon. I wouldn't so much call the majority of what is going on here kissing. There's a lot of face nuzzling and weird biting that makes this clip pretty freaking awkward and uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable, at number 4 we have Jafar and Jasmine from Aladdin. So at this point in Disney's Aladdin, Jafar has captured the genie and Princess Jasmine. Pervy old Jafar wants Jasmine for his own despite her love for Aladdin. Jafar creepily says to the genie, "I wish for Princess Jasmine to fall desperately in love with me." Although the genie doesn't want to do this, Jasmine plays along as she sees Aladdin coming to her rescue out of the corner of her eye. Now the creepiest moment of all is when Jafar is like, "Pussycat, tell me more about myself." Ugh, like he deployed the pussycat. No. Jasmine kisses Jafar as a distractionary method, and it is so freaking awkward. It's very like face squished on face, and she clearly isn't enjoying it. Even Jafar looks somewhat shocked. Awkward turtle. In at number 3 we have PeeWee, Herman and Gina from Big Top PeeWee. So I'm not sure that PeeWee should kiss anyone ever. He's like a child in my opinion. In the sequel to Pee-wee's Big Adventure, a beautiful lady by the name of Gina takes Pee-wee's breath away, even though he's engaged to a girl named Winnie. In a scene by a waterfall, Pee-wee kisses Gina for an uncomfortably long time. It's in fact 1 minute and 35 seconds to be exact, and it descends into some serious, almost really awkward air humping. Blech. It all stops, thankfully, when Winnie catches them in the act. So she is rightfully annoyed, while everyone watching is just a touch grossed out by their favourite kids film character enjoying a painfully long smooch. Next up, a very awkward kiss from a movie about the awkwardness of relationships as a teenager. In at number 2, we have Stifler and Jim kissing in American Pie 2. Stifler and Jim absolutely never learn, and in American Pie 2 it arguably gets a whole lot more awkward for Jim than boning an apple pie. Finding themselves in a sexual situation with 2 attractive girls, the girls kiss one another and then tell the boys they need to do the same in exchange for sexual favours. The boys then kiss. At first it's just a little peck, but the girls insist that they use tongue as their friend looks on. It's really super awkward, and you know, they're just not enjoying it. Okay, so we have reached that number 1 moment in our top 10 awkward kiss scenes part 2. At number 1, we have the much famed family kiss from We Are the Millers. So, spoiler alert, the Millers are a fake family used for drug smuggling across the US-Mexico border. The mother is a stripper, the son Kenny is a small-time thief, and the daughter is a runaway named Casey. To cut a long story short, while Kenny may be a thief, he hasn't been stealing any hearts, as it turns out he is a virgin and wants to impress a girl he met called Melissa. Learning he's a virgin, his fake mum and fake sister give him kissing tips, asking him to practice on them. As if this wasn't awkward enough for a fake family, Melissa then walks in to see them all kissing, which is weird and disturbing and definitely very awkward. So that was the top 10 awkward kiss scenes in a movie part 2. Did you like this video? Should we do a part 3? Did I leave anything out? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also for fun, let me know your most awkward kissing story, because we're learning. I'm Rebecca Felgate, this has been Most Amazing Top 10. You guys can catch up with me on Instagram, Twitter, and my own YouTube channel, Rebecca Felgate Official. But for now, if you like this video, make sure you give it a good thumbs up, share it with a friend, and of course make sure you're subscribed to Most Amazing Top 10. I will see you beauties next time. This isn't going to be awkward. Mwah!